Did you know that you're live, Billy Ray? Yeah. How's everybody? We got a few minutes here on Sunday. I got a little pillow here. I got the sun. And this is what's happening. I mean, amongst all the other things in life, you know what I don't know, we all got our things, friends, right? We've all got our things. Like right now, I've got something. Hoping it'll head out on its way. These little things show up from time to time in our lives at kind of the strange times. Timing is never on our timing, is it, friends? No, it's not. It's never on our timing. I was up at my buddy Bear Claws yesterday. Oh, that came on fast, which tells you that hopefully it'll go fast as well. Let's get you guys hooked up here so I can see what's going on. How's everybody doing? Oh yeah, I know, you guys are good. I know, you guys are always good. You don't complain about nothing. I hear you. I'm here. Can't rush the process, friends. Ooh. That's a weird one. Flashbacks. Flashbacks, friends. $143 people. Good to see. Nice to see ya, everybody. Matt Man, good to see you. Shane Reynolds, nice to see ya. Kind of a Q&A if you had any questions today, friends. We're just going to be here for a little bit. I got some stuff I got to deal with. Buckin just picked up a 572 Cub C-dub. Good. Good. Good saw. Gentleman's saw. The 572 is a gentleman's saw. A veteran saw. A saw that to maximize the 572, you must understand how to file a power saw. Because that saw is not something you can push through. It doesn't have gobs and gobs of bottom end torque. You see, it just doesn't. So you got to understand, you got to learn how to file. What are your thoughts on the China clone of the 572? My thoughts on all the clones are that they're garbage. Yeah, that's my thoughts on all those clone saws, that they're all garbage. But that's just my thoughts. Hello, Buckin. The rains have started. Oh, good stuff, Jake. Good to hear. It is all on the filing, Shane. That's correct. Do you ever use a stationary organ grinder to sharpen your saws? No, I don't. I have a Symington for square grinding. I don't use any gadgets to file round. Round file I file by hand, but square file I have a stand-up Symington grinder. I think it's the, I forget the number, something 4451C or something like that. Good to hear the rains have come in Tasmania. Really good. You enjoyed that, Marcus? It was a good video. A little different for the channel, but it was fun. Do you like full skip on the 572? No, I don't. I run full house. Full comp or full, we call it full house here. You guys call it full comp or something like that? Yeah, full. But that's just what I like. It's a smoother cut. What happened to your knee? Oh, it's not my knee. No, it's not my knee. It's just that old. It's that old thing that comes around. It's with me every day, all day, but sometimes it's weird. Sometimes it stops you in your tracks, and then it slowly diffuses and goes away. From my accident in 2006, my whole lower back was crushed. So that involves your hip flexor, your hip, your hip, all that, your sacrum. It's on the left usually. So today, for some reason, it's slowed me down. It's not pleasant, but it'll pass. Vin Zepp, hey Buckin, just wanted to thank you. Had a great connection moment with my dad watching your channel. Oh, good. Good stuff, Vin Zepp. Was that when I was with my old man down on the property there, or what was that? Good to hear. That's excellent. Buckin, does a square or round grind depend on the wood, or is it a preference? Oh no, I just run square, buddy. I doesn't matter the wood. I run square. Yeah, I mean, if it's dirty, if the wood's dirty, you're probably best to be running a round file, because you know what I mean, you're gonna have to be filing it all the time. And square filing, not a lot of people even know what square filing is. So it's kind of a specialty thing. It's more of the fallers that do square than tree services and enthusiasts. It come out of the falling, right? Yeah. So square is fast. It's faster, and I think guys in the hardwood should be running square. Actually, square doesn't mean one thing. Square ground chain doesn't mean there's one angle at square ground. You can tweak your angles for hardwood, and it's beautiful. I would be running square in the hardwood, guaranteed. Jake, 2006. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. It will be 20 years. And isn't that crazy, buddy? It's crazy. You know, I was up visiting Bear Claw yesterday, and he's in a wheelchair now, paralyzed from the chest down. I was visiting him yesterday, and what a beautiful man. I love that dude. He's one of my dearest friends, but he'll be in a wheelchair now. 74, legend faller. He gave me these spurs yesterday. These old bark spurs, an old climbing gear. I've got a set, but he gave me these 4-inch bark spurs yesterday. He told me he'll never use them again, so he gave them to me in the old belt. In the old manila, you know, the old school manila strap. Climbers will know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here today. It's not pretty. It'll pass. Will do, Shane. Yeah, George, that was quite a video with Grace, wasn't it? Pretty powerful stuff. Need to see your... I have yet to try the square filing. I need to try it. Well, yeah. Whether you need to or you don't need to, it's something. I think it would be more of a want. You know, it once you experience it, it's a journey because everything changes. You back off on your rakers. It is the smoothest cutting chain. Bear Claw got me onto it years ago. Michael Hernandez. Michael, good to see you. California. Nice to see you, buddy. Buckin, great to see you. Love your energy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. David says, thanks for sharing your knowledge. It's helped me a lot. That's great, David. I'm glad. That's hopefully what I think most YouTubers or creators, whatever you want to call us, we hope to, well, I do anyways. I can't speak for others, but I hope to better people's lives. That's why I came here. That's the original reason I came here, was to put a smile, maybe help you on your power saw journey with your sharpening, or it's always about bettering the human race. That's what it's been for me. So I'm glad to hear that's helped. Wow. Yeah, Wrangler Star, he reached out to me. Yeah. Yeah, and we're just going back and forth on the emails. I haven't heard back from him. I got his address to send the axe to him, so yeah. Yeah, we got a hold of each other. Yeah, it was good to get a hold of him. Recently found an old McCullough. Right on, Joe. Yeah, they're fun to work on. Buckin, you've made a lot of our days better, my brother. Your videos have turned some around for me for sure. Good, Nick. Good stuff, buddy. Bojka. Nice to hear you, bud. Thank you. No, I don't, Nicholas. No, I don't. There's a lot of guys doing saw work out your way, buddy. It's Washington. There's lots of guys. I just don't know. I don't have any contacts out that way, really. Yeah, it's good, Joe. He's learning. He's trying anyways. It's not something that comes overnight for somebody. No, I don't ride dirt bikes, no. No, I don't, Oliver. I have. Buckin, do you have big plans for Australia? I don't. All I know is I want to go. and it's all based upon finances. So I don't have any plans actually, other than I want to go and that I'm trying to get there. That's my plan. I have a few people over there that have been following the channel for years that when I go, they'll be able to pick me up at the airport, take me to some wood. It's going to be, you know, that's my plan. I want to go to Tasmania. I would hate to go there and not go to Tasmania. I'd like to hit all three, Tassie, New Zealand, and Aussie. That's the plan. I have no flights booked because, you know, I was hoping to sell axes and get there. So that's been the plan. So it's all about finances. And Luke's coming with me, so the birds are going off, friends. I mean, look at this, for crying out loud. It's beautiful. Ooh. Good night from Germany. Good night. I like this global warming myself, if that's what you want to call it. I don't like the snow. We get snow once in a while, and it'll stick depending on the weather. Every year's different, but it seems like a warming trend. I can say that. This year was completely very mild. Little cold snap, but no snow. I think we had one snow, about an inch, and it was gone that afternoon. You know what I mean? Which I like. I like that. I like the snow on the mountains. Would you recommend an FE6 for a budget splitting axe? Most definitely. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, for a big splitting axe, the FE6 is better than what they marketed as a splitting axe, actually. Their 5-pound splitting axe, in my opinion, was not that good. It works, but you'd be better off with a vintage splitting axe than that 5-pound splitting axe that Council put out. And that's nothing against them. But the FE6 splits firewood way better than the freaking 5-pound splitting axe. I have both, or had both. I gave them away, gave one away, and I'm probably going to give this other one away. But yes, FE6 is a great budget splitting axe. I would get one. Would you, okay, got that. I live in Maple Ridge, and as a kid living in England, is that near you? Oh, Maple Ridge was, yeah, it's across the pond, yeah. 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 Maple Ridge is on the mainland, we're on the island. Listen to those freaking birds going. What was your initial inspiration for Australia? Actually, many things. Many things. The people, the timber, the axe, really the axe and the timber, really. The lure of old ways, you know, in Tasmania, and just the history of the axe, and but the timber and the people really is I want to go down there and experience that. So I haven't designed, I have no itinerary yet. I just know that I want to go split their wood down there, maybe do a bit of cutting with some folks, shoot the content. But Australia's always been, and the people have followed me on the internet for years. So that's really the main pull is the people, the axe world, and the timber, the timber. No idea on the UK. It was supposed to be first, but then I switched it. No idea, Danny. When God says it's right and the timing's right, and when the finances allow it, I don't force my will upon too many things. I let the world just kind of move along, and I just go with the flow of life. If it works out that me and my wife in a couple of years can go to the UK, then we'll go. But I want to go to Scotland, Ireland, England, and Wales and take a month or something and just go do it. It's something we've always wanted to do. Yeah, so that's the plan there. So what's your question, Joe? You said you had a question. What's the question about your home light? You just made a statement. Do you have a question? What's the question? You got a home light and you don't have a tensioner and you don't have a sprocket. So what's the question? Ish. Well, old Billy boy. Trust me, when you won't be disappointed. Yeah, like guys like Jake and Ish and Raymond. There's a guy in New Zealand. Just, it's the people and the spirit of that country, the Australian, Tasmania, Australia, New Zealand. I just feel like there's a Canadian, and I just feel the people are very similar. I feel a connection down there. Well, I can go to Texas anytime, Lone Wolf. I could go there anytime, buddy. Australia is a bit of a a little different story than Texas. But I'll probably get there one day. I'm sure I'll get around the States quite a bit when things... Like I say, when the stars align is when I go. Just go to eBay, buddy. Just go straight to eBay for all that stuff. I bet you'll find exactly what you want within 30 to 40 seconds. Just go to eBay. Buckin, it's cold here in the UK. Yeah, I don't like cold, to be honest with you. You should go to the East Coast. Yeah, what's considered the East Coast? What's the East Coast? I guess I've been in the Midwest, right? Like Indiana, Ohio. I've cut all their hardwoods now, and split them. So I know quite a bit about that, but I don't. I'm not a geographical guy. So what's considered East Coast? Like New York, I guess would be, right? Help me out. I really, truly don't know. Boston, Carolina. There you go. New England, Maine. Okay, yeah, there you go. Cool. Vermont. Okay, there you go. Cool. Yeah, well, I want to go to all these places. Come and see people. It's about the people, friends. And if there happens to be somebody lined up some blocks of wood for me to have a go at it with a wood bullet or anything, then that's what we'll do. You guys, it's funny. The internet's such a funny place. I love it. You can either split wood or you can't split wood. No two man has the same skills on an axe. It's not. I've seen guys struggle with a round of wood, just wailing away at nothing, and then I walk up and it's dissected within a few short moments. Same axe, same wood. So, you know, I don't fall too deeply into that whole thing. I know hardwood. I've split hardwood. Elm is disgusting. It's terrible. Sycamore is horrible. Although that sycamore at Danny Barse wasn't too bad. But I mean, hardwood is hardwood. You know, kick it aside if it's hard. You know, our forefathers did it. So how did they do it? So I find some of that rhetoric a bit, it's kind of funny to me, really. You know, either do it or don't. You know, to complain about it doesn't make any sense to me. You should take pride in it. You never know, finders keepers. You never know. I mean, I've heard, yeah, I don't want to get into it, but I know, you know, like one guy will say, oh, our red oak is terrible. And like red oak is the simplest firewood I've ever split in my life almost. Like seriously, like red oak is nothing. White oak is tougher. Absolutely. You know, if you come out of a production background, you know that if a piece of wood's fighting you and you're using an axe, you kick it aside and get it with a power saw later. You get what you can because it's about production. You don't sit there and bash on a piece of wood for 10 minutes unless you're just, you got a heart, you know, you got a vendetta against it and you want to beat it. And I've been there. Like red oak is easy. Anything straight grained except for, from what I've found, like you look at a piece of elm and even though it's straight and it looks like it's going to split, no, it's not. How I would split elm is if your fireplace could take say an 18-inch block or a 20-inch block of firewood, I would actually cut it in tens or get a log splitter. But if you like using an axe, heck, I'd almost just cut the sucker in tens, 2 tens, you know? Yeah. I mean, do what you got to do to get it processed and dried. Yeah, I never understood that 400. I never understood the 400C at all. Actually, I think they came out with another one. I don't follow the still program, but I have the internet, so I hear about it. But I never understood the 400C. It made no sense to me at all. And then they actually did something. They made another one. Do you remember that, friends? They made another one, and what I said was, this makes absolutely 0 sense. You've got a 500i that will murder big, huge wood, like, you know, and then they made a 400C 1 pound lighter. 1 pound. So that was a conflict, in my opinion. That was weird. And people got it, and I seen guys get it, and they raved all about it. But then the next video, they're right back on their 500i because it's a 60cc saw. So it didn't make sense to me, that one. So I don't know what they've done with this. Oh my. I might have to shut this down. Wow. I don't think sitting's a good thing right now for me. Oh dear. Hey Buckin, would you recommend for a budget logging boot? I don't know. I don't know. Tree Total, good to see you, bud. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt, Michael Gallagher. No doubt. Grace, good morning. Good to see you. Cool. It's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. Yeah, the boots, the boot collaboration. I'm just waiting to hear from Whites on a couple items, and we're getting pretty close, I think. I would hope, but I don't know. I'm not Whites. I do know they're going to sell a lot of them and be busy, so they want to be prepared, I would think. Crazy Shaka, that's Opening Doors Within. Eileen Caddy. It's a beautiful book. Beautiful book. Yeah. Thank you, buddy. Thanks, Francis. White Oak. Yep. Really enjoy the video explaining the tree felling. Yeah, he was a nice young man, Carl, eh? His dad, I know his dad. And that was a little new for the channel, but it was an opportunity to teach a young guy some tricks. I know they're going to be cutting anyway, so he may as well learn a couple things to help him out along the way. That was a fun video. Trying to get the 125 finished up with Donnie. Work schedules. Ah, looking forward to that one. Tree total, you got the sheriff coming? Good. Should get Ripsaw to send you a 6. No, I wouldn't bother doing that. No, that's 661's already built its name. I mean, same with the 394. They're, I don't think that would be a smart idea to do. I'm sure I'll run one at an event someday. I've run one here, there. The 661 has got its own, it's already built its name. So, yeah. I wouldn't take something just for the sake of having it like that. I would never use it. Ripsaw's busy enough, I think. Remember how busy they got? Remember what? Man, oh man, those guys, their lead time went to a year. Like, bang. Yeah, I mean, these companies, they got to sell saws, right? That's how they make their living. They got to sell saws. It was just like McCulloch back in the day. McCulloch would have the 1010, the 110, the 2. They all had 54 cc's. There was about 5 bottles. Same with the 400, But the thing with the 560, thing with the Husky thing is, like, you had a 560 or 572, right? So the next size down is the 562, and I think there's actually like a substantial weight difference there. Like, there's a reason. The reason to buy a 562, there's a reason. It's quite a bit lighter, and that 562 is an awesome saw. Just awesome. It pulls a 32-inch bar. It hangs it nice. Like, But power saw companies, they want to sell saws. So a lot of it's marketing. You got to remember that. You know? Like, didn't they make another 400? Like, what was the deal with that? I actually saw that coming. And good for them, because they'll sell all those too. Where can I buy a wood bullet and make my own handle? You can buy the wood bullet at Hoffman Blacksmithing. If you want a 564, there are loads of UK sites. You could import one. There you go. So if somebody's looking for a 564, Tree Total just said there's a whole bunch in the UK. Oh, I see. They went from the 400 to the 400.1, but it was actually smaller and lighter, wasn't it? Yes, it was, because there was no reason to buy the 400C, even though they sold a bunch of 400Cs for a production guy. Like it really didn't make sense to me. Regardless, it don't matter. All the saw companies have done things that I haven't understood. I don't need to understand. I need to use the ones that work for me, and that's what I do. There you go, Ish. I doubt that, but interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I get my suspenders at buckinbillyray.com, and you should go there and get yourself a set too. You'll have them for the rest of your life. Amazing. Designed just for you. Buckinbillyray.com is where I get my suspenders. Everybody that's got a set, we should even do reviews on them freaking suspenders, eh, Christine? Oh, here you go. This guy's got the still language here. The 400 was 67 cc. And the 401 is 62 cc. Oh, there you go. So it's marketing. They gotcha. But I think the weight is quite a bit different, is it not? Isn't the second one quite a bit lighter? So there's a reason to go from the 500 to the 400? Because in my opinion, there was no reason to buy the 400 before. When you had the 500 that would do bucket loads of more work, you see? So it just didn't make sense to me. It's just me. It's just my opinion. Like it or don't like it. That's on you. The new 400 was made for emissions regulations and laws. Well, that's odd. What wasn't the other ones? Don't they? I don't know. Tree Total. I don't follow it, to be honest. If you were going to buy a new bar, what would you buy? 050 or 058? Well, here's the skinny on that. You're not thinking about 063? So here's the skinny. If you want to make a bar last a really, really long time, buy 050. And then when it gets spread a bit, it opens up a bit, instead of squeezing it, throw an 058 chain in it. And then when the 058 splays out, throw an 063 gauge chain in it. You'll have that bar for 30 freaking years. That's what we used to do falling. I used to run 73 gauge, which is 058. That's another thing Bear Claw taught me. And then when the bars started to spread and get a bit sloppy, we throw an 063 in there. Gone again for another 6 months. I learned so much from that man. Nathan, have you got your set of suspenders yet? I see here. It is marketing, and I'm marketing right now. Go get a set, brother. And while you're there, grab a shirt and a ball cap, Nathan. I remember years ago, I used to get in trouble from my people, from Christine and all, everybody saying, Buckin, you've got a website, you know. Do you ever talk about it, Buckin? I'm like, no. So now when I do, it's funny. I like it. I'm learning to market myself a little better these days now. Hey, Dave, they're good. If you're a suspender man and you like good stuff, they are lovely, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But most of my stuff's expensive because it's kind of one-off, it's custom made and all that. Made by craftsmen, and it's made to last. You know that. Everything I get behind is like that. Hello to my Buckin community. Hope you're all having a great day. Daryl Powell's been a member for 17 months. Daryl Powell, good to see you. No, you just sew your buttons on, Michael. Yeah, that's kind of a personal thing. But I'll tell you what I did for years just for convenience is I'll show you what I did. Well, actually, these have been converted already. I sew buttons on now, especially back here. Especially back here. Because those bachelor buttons were cutting my seats and digging into my back a little. So I sew buttons on now. And that's what I say to do. That's what I tell guys to do, is actually sew buttons on your pants. It's simple. I do them myself, or my wife will do them, and it keeps it lean and mean. Yeah, well, those I don't know about press on, but you got to bang them on with a hammer. I've done that for years, but I learned not by mistakes, but hi, babe. Oh, thank you. I'm not gonna be long, honey. I'm gonna have a sauna, I think. Thank you, babe. You're welcome. What a woman. What a freaking woman. What are you gonna do? I'll do, and when you got a good woman, you take care of her. You take care of her anyways. If you chose to be with a woman, you've chose to look after her. So look after her, because she'll look after you. She's the best woman in the world. So I don't know really what's going on here, but I'm feeling it down in my foot, all the way down my leg. So I haven't had it like this in a while, like a while. So I probably should, I don't know, maybe shut her down here. Go, I don't know. No, I don't, Lone Wolf. I don't watch TV, bud. I don't watch TV. Hey, somebody super chatted and I missed it. Bobby Veal, love all the beautiful sunshine. Bobby Veal, we love you. Thank you for the super chat. What a wonderful guy. I know. I should probably be standing, shouldn't I? Really? See if I can stand. Wow, I've not had this like this in a long time. Should probably head in, really. Wow. Anyway. Hey, Buckin, what kind of two-stroke oil do you use? I use Castrol Go, and I've used it for 25 years, maybe more now. Castrol Go, mid to high 40s to 1. Oh, chiropractors won't touch me. No, no, they won't touch me. I went to a chiropractor, I think it was about maybe 8 or 9 years after my accident. And he looked at my x-rays and he said, sorry, I'm not touching you. He says, I'll do something to your neck, but I'm not going down there. I won't be liable for that. And I said, okay, fair enough. My lower back hasn't cracked in almost 20 years. Facts. I'm not kidding, friends. Like, when you do that thing there where you crack your lower back and people do that thing, I've not done that in 20 years. Facts. I'm not exaggerating. It was bad. It is bad. It's just, for some reason today, I don't know. I didn't do anything. It's just what it's doing. I'm healing. I'm getting stronger. That's how I see it. This will hopefully pass fairly quickly. I got a pretty strong core. Something has shifted in there and it needs to figure itself out. So I'll probably go in. I'll have a sauna, hot sauna. Probably lay flat, maybe stretch, lay my hips out like this. Pray to the natural healing powers of the universe that I'll be okay. Oh, that was weird. The sun's going behind the tree now. Hey, thanks for the super chat. Utes Skeg. Get in touch about that high boy, even if it's, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're talking about, buddy. Which one you talking about? Thank you for the super chat, brother. I see you there. I got you. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but thank you so much. Watson, Mr. Watson. You're welcome, buddy. You'll get back there. The human body is absolutely outrageous. It is. It's outrageous. It's incredible. It's designed to heal itself, and right now, something's going on, and it'll find its way. That's all I can say. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Oh yeah, there's something on my hip. Oh my goodness. Ooh, wow. That is interesting. Wow. Ooh. Well, that is something else, that. Grace. What's going on here? Grace. Oh, take care, Buckin. Much love to you all. Grace, thank you, sweetheart. We love you. Thank you for the support. Joe Bill, keep on keeping on, Buckin. Joe Bill, thank you for your super chat. Appreciate you. I love it. What a guy. Joe Bill. Ish, how's it going over there? Oh, big boy, buddy, when I was sitting down, oh yeah, I'm very in tune with the old healing powers of the universe. This came on today, came on this morning. And I have an extremely high pain threshold because I've been in pain my whole life, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. It'll be interesting to see how long what happens. We'll see, because I've got work to do actually, but not like this. I won't do it. Man, that's nice and sunny. Wood Lovers Outdoors. We that's on the docket. Yeah, that's on the docket. We'll be going there soon on that one. We got some good stuff coming on the channel. We just took out a big line of Lombardis. And then I got to go back down to the beach there. Remember the one on the water we did there a couple weeks back? There's like 10 or 12 more trees to take out there. I was supposed to go this week, so hopefully this will tidy itself up here. I got a feeling it will. I just think something's shifted, and I'm gonna see. Well, I wonder if I had it here. Let me see something here. Let me show you guys something. I'll see if I can find it. I won't spend much time, but just hang on a second. Just a sec. This is interesting. Let me, oh, did I just get lucky? I want to share this with you. I shared it on the channel a while back, and people were like, oh, I see. Oh, okay, that's Grace. There's Grace's x-rays. Mine are a little further down. I've got a, oh, this is crazy. You guys got to see this. I want to show you what, just so you understand. It's cool. I'm not talking about, oh, I got a sore back today. She was smashed into pieces, friends, and left to heal on its own. So let me show you this. You'll get a kick out of this one. Just a minute. It's coming. When did I put that up on the channel? A while back, didn't I, friends? Oh, what's that? Hang tough. I think I put that on the channel. Oh. We're getting there. Oh, what's that? This is going to be funny. I know it sucks watching me do this, but I'm almost there. I believe I've got it coming up right here, right now. X-ray videos. So what I wanted to do is get a hold of the medical department and get my x-rays and my medical report of what happened to me, friends. So I did that, and they sent me a disc. They sent me this big disc with all my x-rays and my injuries. And for some reason, okay, we do this. Just a minute. Let's go like this. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Videos. This will be quicker. See, this ain't going to take long because I know exactly where they are, these suckers. I should have just went here right off the hop. There's one video in here. Aha! There it is! Okay. You guys got to see this. You guys got to see this.
My left side, all my vertebrae were busted right off. This whole smashed. I got so. Check this out, friends. This is imaging of my accident right here.
L5 is right there.
So, yeah, I almost
look at all the broken.
would have preferred.
These are all broken, but L5 is crushed.
Maybe that one.
Right there, look at that.
Because this
it's disintegrated.
Is to do with all the lower action.
Look at L5.
So I don't know how they did this, but this is my back.
So
that accident.
Check this out.
Look at L5.
This is so cool. I wanted to see. Okay.
All right, it showed up, friends.
Yeah, this is it. Oh, this is terrifying.
This is my accident, 2006.
Look at L5.
Look at L5.
Now watch, I start turning it.
Oh, where did it go? Where's L5?
Look at that.
That's L4, 3, 2, and 1. And that poor guy is L5.
And they did nothing to it. They left it.
It is destroyed. I feel it as I sit here and talk to you right now.
So that's what I'm going through right this instant.
Fragments. The whole lower back got broken. These got broke. All these got busted
I could
off.
show you some more stuff, but it's just crazy. Anyway, you guys know the deal.
Oh my gosh, look at that shot right there. Just oh, that's the other side of it. Oh my gosh. I got so lucky, friends.
That's right, L5S1, you got it, Joe. That's.
You see this one, babe?
So they let it
okay, I'm starting to figure this out. My kidney was, this one was like,
so they let it heal on its own. They didn't operate on my back, friends. They put my leg back together, but they at that stage in the medical world, they had operated on injuries like this and they had not operated, and they had operated, not operated enough times to look at the human and go, okay, this person is not strong. We need to operate to get, to help this person out, or this person is strong and healthy and we think his body, they look at your history and they go, we think we'd be better off to leave this guy alone, because I was 175 pounds and there wasn't an ounce of fat on me when I got hit, friends. I was a monster when I got hit, a monster. So, I can't sit here and complain. I don't have the right to. I don't feel qualified to complain. Yeah, so that's that. And but because nothing was put back in place, what happens is it creates this big ball of big bone there. So you can imagine what it is if you're up on that kind of stuff. Not a good one. DG squared, yeah. She was a bang. Yeah. So you can see why Grace and I, and I just came from my buddy Bear Claw's place. He's in a wheelchair, friends. He's paralyzed. So, when I tell you that my back has not cracked in 20 years, it's the facts. I have not had an adjustment on my lower back in 20 years. So I don't know what to say. It is what it is. I sold that high boy. That gray one, I sold that a long time ago. Tennessee, CRMCCO1. Hey, Buckin, hollering at you from Tennessee. I hear you and see you. Well, it is, Wesley. It is bad when you're any injury is bad. You only have what you've had to compare to, right? This was an intense situation. It was an intense situation. What just happened? Oh, there you guys are. See you, Marty. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, that's funny, Vinzep. Those anti-inflammatories, I don't take any of that stuff. I went down about 10 years ago, maybe longer. I went down to see if they could. This is another fact that no one knows about. After the accident, I was in excruciating pain. It was awful, friends. It was just awful. I don't like to complain, but it was terrible. Hot and heavy, man. All day long, hot and heavy, burning, aching, paining, tweaking, every day. And feeding the family, right? So I never took nothing. But I said to my wife, maybe I hear about these shots they can give you, like nerve, I don't know, just I've heard some things. And so we had an appointment in Victoria with a surgeon. I thought maybe he could go in and like somehow give me surgery. And he looked at the x-rays. He said, I'm not touching that. He says, you're just, unfortunately, this is what it is for you. And he said, but did your doctor prescribe any anti-inflammatories for you? And remember now, this is like years after the accident. I don't know, maybe 5-6 years after, I don't know. And I said, no. And he said, well, you should be on something, man. You should be on some kind of anti-inflammatory because you're going to have arthritis like you won't believe. I said, really? He goes, you got it now. He says, you've got it now. I said, oh, okay. Well, so I never did, and I haven't. I tried one once for a little bit, and I just didn't like it. I think it was Celebrex or something, and it helped, but I don't want to be married to something like that. I just don't. I don't want. I'm an ex-drug addict, so, and drinker, like an alcoholic and a drug addict. So I just said, nah, we'll figure it out. So, what do you do? I don't want my body fighting all that stuff off. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah, I have. I got partner saws. Yeah, they're all right. They're all right. They were kind of slow, if you want to know the honest truth. They had some good ones when Poulin and Partner were doing their thing there. They had some good saws, but a partner saw itself, yeah, they're okay. I haven't got a bunch of time on them, but I got partner saws, and I'm a Mac man when it comes to vintage saws. But the partners were fine. They were fine. Thanks, Charlie. Good to see you. Augustine, I will be. I will be. Okay, friends. I'm going to pack her in. I'm going to go inside and do something, like maybe a hot sauna. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a hot sauna, put some heat on this, and maybe lay down flat and see if I can release some of this situation that's going on. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you all very much. Oh my goodness. Somebody just snuck a super chat in there, friends. Who done that? Who just did that super chat? Oh my goodness. What a crazy dude. Mangled Oak Fire. What a guy. Mangled Oak, you snuck her in right at the end, didn't you? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Love you guys. Have a great day. And the rest of your Sunday.